red carpet Grammy arrivals tonight at 5.
Catch Grammys 2001 live, CBS Tonight.
You know, Parker, one day very soon, we are going to have a house as big as that one. No, bigger. Much bigger, as big as a castle. And it will be filled with toys and books and closets full of clothes designed by your very talented mommy, of course. All we have to do is sell that Arabian champion of ours. Our horse, a kingdom for our horse. Huh? I bet I know who that is. Hello? This is she. Thanks for getting back to me so soon. I just wanted to know when I could have my horse picked up. You have to release it to me. It's mine. Yes, I am quite familiar with Lieutenant Munson. I'll have to call you back. Well, he certainly does not make things easy for us, does he? That's okay. You know what? Should we go on a little adventure today? We'll go and see Daddy, and we'll tell him that we are ready. We are ready to be millionaires, huh?
Yeah, this is Snider. Any hits on the prints from the truck yet? No, don't put me on hold. Wait, I thought you guys were going to put a rush on this. No, this case takes precedence.
Hey, Snider, we got a call for you.
Yeah, as a favor. When's the last time I asked you guys for a favor? All right, just do this for me pronto. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
What do you got?
Animal control for you.
Find anything interesting?
Hi, Simon. I bet you wonder what I was doing all night, where I was.
No, really?
I stayed the night at Stratford Arms. I never actually thought I'd pay to stay in a place that makes this place look like the Taj Mahal. But I just thought that we could use some time apart from each other.
So you could get your story straight? Huh? Work out some way you could land on your feet?
No, that's not true. I haven't ever lied to you, Simon.
Oh, yeah? All right, then explain a few things to me. Explain what your friend Henry was doing here last night. Explain the cash I saw you slip him, or why he was dressed in drag at your prenatal exam.
He's been spying on me.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
He's been trying his damnedest to get me back into the broadcast.
Why? Why, because of your relentless dedication to the truth?
I told him no. I don't want, after the baby comes...
Oh, enough!
Working.
This is your worst story yet. Just give it up. All right, there is no baby, is there? You know it, Henry knows it, and finally I do too.
Oh,
Oh, for me?
well, I know it doesn't make up for missing Valentine's Day, but it's a start.
Gee, I thought you had fallen off the face of the earth.
Oh, you can't get rid of me that easily. How are you? You seem a little distracted. You all right?
Other than daily messages from hell and my machine warning me to stay away from you, I'm fine.
And what have I done besides covet his wife?
Well, he said there's something new. Something that would change my mind about you.
And what is this revelation?
I don't know. I haven't returned his calls. Why don't you tell me? What's going on with you?
You want to know what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You are divorcing a vindictive guy who is losing his grip on his wife, his family, his job, his identity, and he's trying to hold on.
Well, that may be true. But are you sure there's nothing that you're involved with? Nothing recent?
Besides you? Well, there is a business conflict I can't seem to shake.
Mm-hmm. What kind of conflict?
It is a complicated property dispute.
And that's all there is to it.
Isn't that enough?
I knew there wasn't anything to this.
Makes me wonder, though, what excuse Hal is using to harass and besmirch me now.
We made a deal. If I told you everything I know about Montgomery, you said you'd let me go.
No, you're putting words in my mouth. What I said was that I would keep your unsavory friends in Hong Kong from finding out about your arrest. That's what I said.
I held up my end of the bargain. Now I think it's time I spoke with a lawyer.
You want to call a lawyer? Fine, go ahead, call a lawyer. But as soon as you pick up that phone, I make a few phone calls myself to the Hong Kong authorities to let them know we've got you in custody. I'm sure there's lots of people dying to find out where you are.
You wouldn't do that.
In a heartbeat. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless you sign this statement you made, swearing that the death of Winston Lowe was first-degree murder, a premeditated poisoning committed by none other than Craig Montgomery himself.
This little piggy went to market.
These piggies have power with the Kickstart Gym from Play School. One kick starts music and silly fun, and that's a pretty big step for little piggies. The Kickstart Gym from Play School.
There's no other bar quite like it. The white stripes are a moisturizing cleanser. The pink stripes have a nourishing lotion with vitamin E. They work together to create Dove Nutrium. It nourishes your skin to a healthy, radiant glow.
Just wanna say how I missed you all day. So I'm baking big old biscuits. They're the heart of the meal. My heart to yours. My heart.
Glade Plug-ins Scented Oil.
It doesn't fade.
It doesn't fade away.
It doesn't fade.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Scented Oil makes this the best plug-ins ever.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Because oil freshens from the first drop to the last without quickly fading away.
Fresh in 60 days, freshens in a new way. Plug it in, plug it in.
Now available in 2 new fragrances, Floral Breeze and Refreshing Citrus.
Plug it in.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Give it to me. You're okay. Mom!
3 different kids, 3 different opinions about everything, except about what they eat. Chef Boyardee?
Kids love Chef Boyardee beef ravioli. It has the taste they crave, and it's real food that's real fast. Say yes to the chef.
Did you know that the powerful heating medicine in Bengay increases blood flow at the site of application to help ease your aches and pains? Did you also know that Bengay's been scientifically proven to increase range of motion, decrease muscle and arthritis pain, and improve flexibility? And Ultra Strength Bengay has 3 powerful pain-relieving medicines, more than any other leading brand, and that adds up to fast, powerful pain relief. Ultra Strength Bengay, the power you want, the relief you need.
Your doctor says take fiber every day. Which one? Metamucil with psyllium, which can give you excess gas, or Citrusel 100% soluble fiber, which doesn't. Metamucil or Citrusel. Whose taste people prefer? 2 to 1. Citrusel. Don't just have a regular day. Have a great day.
While you're watching As the World Turns, we're watching The World, CBS News. This couple has raised Spencer since birth.
He's mine.
But this man says they stole his child. What happens to Spencer will astound you. 48 Hours, Thursday.
The second put my name on this statement, my life is over. Montgomery will see to that. Unless I have certain guarantees.
What could be safer than being in jail?
Oh, don't make me laugh, Lieutenant. Are you trying to tell me you'll stay here day and night, keeping private watch over your prized canary? Because I assure you, the second you turn your back, Craig will find his way inside and pay me a visit that I will not survive.
Then give me the name of the person who worked at the stable with you and drove the horse trailer. Let him corroborate your story. The more proof, the better our chances of putting Montgomery behind bars.
Nobody knows the entire truth about Craig except me.
I'm giving you my word.
I don't need your word. I need you to make a deal with the DA for my unconditional release so that I can disappear. Look, no charges.
Look, Maylin, we both know the law doesn't work like that.
And we both know that verbal agreements are for fools, Lieutenant. I'm not signing anything. In fact, why don't I just deny it all? Because if I say you coerced this statement out of me, you'll never get Craig. You'll be taken off this case. And I think you'll probably lose a lot more than that, won't you? Thanks for playing, Lieutenant.
What are you doing with my files?
I saw Carly's name and I couldn't resist.
She's part of the investigation. You know all about that.
Right. It's all business, nothing personal. I
And
know.
yet, you still feel the need to check up on me?
No. I believe you. It's just...
Go ahead, Julia. You can tell me anything.
I keep remembering the time that Carly came over to our house and threw our baby stocking into the fire. And then she said that she was the faraway look in your eyes, the phone calls.
She was angry, okay? You shouldn't hold on to anything that people say when they're angry. I hate seeing you like this. I think you're alone too much. Maybe you should talk to someone, Julia. I mean, why don't you give Lisa a call? Lisa or Barbara?
She has enough on her mind as it is.
All right, what about that psychiatrist that John Dixon recommended, And I know you think it won't do any good, but how do you know unless you try?
I can't talk to a stranger.
Oh, she's a doctor, Julia. Totally confidential and 100% safe and objective.
Listen, I'm going to be better. I promise. I will.
I know. But why try to struggle through something when you don't have to? Huh? Hey, we lost our baby. No one just bounces back from that.
I don't want to go back to that hospital. The smells and the noise. It brings back all those memories.
Okay. I'll tell Helen I'm taking a couple hours off from work and I'll go with you. How's that?
You're that worried about me?
I just want to see you happy again. Julia, that's all.
Look, you don't have to say anything to Hal. I'll stop by Dr. Michael's office on my way home and see if she can fit me in. She's probably all booked up,
Well,
but...
then I'll call ahead and try to finagle an appointment.
No, you don't have to do that.
I want to. I'll talk to you soon. It's over, Katie. Yeah, I get it now. I thought it was just the Fraser luck. Rearing its ugly head again, bad timing and all. I mean, how else could you realize that you were pregnant just as Lily and I were planning a life together? But I went along with it. And then there was this trip to Peoria to see that ridiculous excuse for a doctor.
I explained that to you. I picked a doctor out of town because I didn't want my family butting in on my life.
And then there was the whispers last night when your old pal Henry dropped over, and the cash that you slipped in when you didn't think I was looking.
He's blackmailing me.
Blackmail, extortion, lies. You don't quit, do you?
I would never do anything to hurt you, Simon.
No. You just lie about carrying my baby to stop me from being with the woman I love.
That's not what happened.
Then tell me what happened. Say it.
You're forcing me to say something. I mean, you believe that I just made something up?
All right, maybe,
you saw with your own eyes.
Maybe I should take another trip to Peoria. Yeah, I'll wager that good doctor will tell me the truth for a price. Or better still, let's go to Oakdale Memorial, get a proper sonogram right now. Come on, let's go.
What, you think I'm just some ragdoll you can throw from doctor to doctor so they can hoist me up on a table and tell you what you want to hear?
But time will tell, won't it, Katie? Time will expose you for the liar that you are, won't it? That's right, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it?
Okay, fine, it's true. I lied to you. I lied to you about everything. Please don't hate me, Simon, please. Just don't hate me.
Your superstars have been pounding the gridiron all afternoon. What are you going to do to tame your team's appetite for success, for fame, for dinner? How about something worth cheering for? Double cheese pizza from Hamburger Helper. With delicious cheddar and mozzarella toppings and lots of hearty tomato sauce. All the stuff that brings a team together. 3 cheers for you. Double cheese pizza, one of the 3 latest and greatest flavors of Hamburger Helper from Betty Crocker.
The week before my periods, I'd get super moody. I'd cry over anything and couldn't be around anyone. That time of the month, nothing ever fit.
Think it's PMS? Think again. If you suffer from many of these symptoms month after month and they clearly interfere with your daily activities and relationships, you could have PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, a distinct medical condition. It causes intense mood and physical symptoms right before your period. Doctors can now treat PMDD with Sarafem, the first and only prescription medication for PMDD. Sarafem is not for everyone. If you develop a rash or hives while taking Sarafem, call your doctor right away, because this can be a sign of a serious medical condition. People treated with MAOIs or thyroidazine should not take Sarafem. Tell your doctor about any medications you're taking, or if you're pregnant, nursing, or plan to become pregnant. Side effects may include tiredness, upset stomach, nervousness, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating. Talk to your doctor about Sarafem today.
Tired of struggling down glass after glass of powdered fiber for regularity? Consider refreshing glasses of water with FiberCon tablets. A whole lot easier to take.
And every bit as effective as powder.
FiberCon, refreshingly easier to take.
He's aching, burning up, chilled to the bone.
Honey!
Only Honey Flu puts powerful flu fighters into a pouch with real natural honey to soothe flu miseries.
Thanks, honey.
Real honey, real relief. Honey Flu from Robitussin.
When your child has diarrhea, you want to be extra sweet to them. But giving them sodas and sports drinks isn't the way to do it. They contain so much sugar, they can make diarrhea worse. Give them Pedialyte instead. It has the proper balance of carbohydrate and electrolytes. When you give them Pedialyte at the first signs of diarrhea, you help prevent the risk of dehydration, which is the sweetest thing you can do for them. Doctor-recommended Pedialyte.
Just let me make this up to you, Simon. Please, just let me find a way. Don't give up on me. I don't know what I would do if I lost you.
Lost me? Whoa. You never had me.
You're my best friend. For the first time in my life, I was actually in love with someone who needed me.
You think this is love?
Yeah, I do. Love is about making a commitment. I made a commitment to you. Lily could never do that. You don't belong with her. Otherwise, you'd be with her right now.
Well, you fixed that, didn't you?
We belong together, Simon. We're so good together. I've never had so much fun with anyone in my entire life.
Then you really ought to get out more.
We are the best thing that's ever happened to each other. You're not in love with Lily, Simon. You're just in love with chasing after something that you can't get. That's not love.
You don't know the first thing about love.
Yes, I do. Because you taught me that this ridiculous relationship with Lily is not love.
Katie, I told you so many times that I was in love with Lily. That nothing was going to change that. Why did you set out to ruin that for me?
Because I love you. Look at all that you've done for love. Was that all playing by the book? No, I don't think so. You've done crazy things, desperate things, and yeah, okay, so have I, and I'm sorry.
Sorry. Do you know what your twisted, demented little fantasies have cost me? Have you got any idea? I stayed in this country for Lily. To be with her, to make a life with her. And you have ripped all that away from me with your sad, selfish little lies.
I'm sorry. I know I made a mistake now. I see that, and I see how much I've hurt you.
Well, you achieved what you set out to do, Katie. Congratulations. You've ruined my life.
Look alive. You've got a visitor.
Just another member of the press looking for a statement. You think you can give the intruder a quote or two?
Well, why not? I've got a few moments between appointments. And a few unprintable phrases for you, Coleman.
Now,
what are you doing here?
Is that any way to talk to a visitor?
Are you out of your mind? The police are trying to trace the prints that you left in the horse trailer, asking all sorts of questions about the driver.
Ah, I take risks. That's why you wanted me to work for you.
Actually, I thought you'd be far away by now.
Oh, really? How do you imagine I would do that? Without any money, without any contacts?
If you're looking for payment, you've come to the wrong place.
Well, I need to get out of town, now. So if you can't help me do that, then, well...
Well? What? What are you going to do? Call the police? Welcome to the real world, Coleman. You were working on commission, and in this case, that means you should get the cell next to mine.
No, okay, now you listen up here a minute, all right?
No, you listen! You know, one more word out of you, and I'll call that lieutenant in here and tell him just how long you and I have been working together. You seem to have forgotten who you're dealing with. You do not give me orders, you take them. And I happen to have one for you right now.
What?
You find Montgomery, and you tell him to post my bail.
This all has to do with an overseas associate of mine who died suddenly, unexpectedly. And he left this world with several unpaid debts.
And owing you a lot of money?
He owed a lot of people money. And I'm having a tough time collecting his remaining assets. Ergo, I am depleting my resources faster than I expected. And I have run into a slight cash flow situation.
I see. Now it all makes sense.
Well, enlighten me then.
Well, obviously Hal has caught wind of your setback, and he thinks that the only reason that you may be showing any interest in me is suspect.
Because what, I want you for your money?
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course I want you for your money. This couldn't have anything to do with feelings. Good, and Hal doesn't want this to be about feelings. Plus, he's suspect of anything to do with big business or large amounts of money. You know, there are a lot of people in this world, Barbara, who think that if you wheel and you deal, you must be doing something illegal.
I think you're right. And I think Hal is one of those people.
Well, I'm glad you're not. And I want to thank you for being patient with me while I've been tied up. And I will straighten out the situation as soon as I can.
Why don't we straighten it out right now? Why don't you simply borrow the money from me?
Jack, I need to get in touch with the medical examiner's office in Hong Kong. Get me a copy of Winston Lode's death certificate. If you get a doctor there, track him down. I want you to get every piece of paper we can on this.
Okay, anything you need, but why am I doing this?
Because the commissioner thinks that I have issues with Montgomery, and he told me to back up. You're on the case. You're top dog.
All right, I'll bite. What do I need with the death certificate?
I just had a nice heart-to-heart chat with Mei Lin Chang. She made a statement swearing that Craig Montgomery is responsible for Winston Lowe's demise.
How?
Overdose of medication that triggered a heart attack.
You're kidding. She swore to this?
Every word.
She signed her statement?
Well, we're working on that. You get the death certificate. We'll put on a little pressure with whatever we can dig up in Hong Kong, and she'll sign anything.
Okay. All right. I'll get right on it as soon as, hey, you know, I gotta ask you a
Jack,
question.
now. If my wife is keeping company with a cold-blooded killer, I want to know about it before it's too late.
All right. I'll get right on it.
Thanks. I knew I could count on you, just like I can count on you not to say anything about this to Carly, okay?
But she's living with the guy. If he did what you said...
Jack, they're two sharks swimming in the same tank. If they've been hanging out together this long, they can hang out together a little while.
Well, hiya, fellas. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I came to claim my horse.
Dryness, redness, itching, flaking, kissing goodbye with St. Ives Vitamin E and A Lotion. There are 7 symptoms of dry skin. Here's one powerful solution. St. Ives unleashes the antioxidant power of vitamins E and A with natural botanicals in a clinically proven formula. So roughness, dryness, bye-bye. 7 symptoms, 1 solution. St. Ives Vitamin E and A Lotion. Brilliant.
We've asked the experts to explain the technology behind SmartFit from Payless Shoe Source.
A child's foot isn't flat, it's curvy. That's why you need an arch support. The cushioning, it feels really, really good. See, it's really soft. It just has the little room so you can wiggle your toes. And I'm wiggling my toes right now.
Introducing SmartFit, a shoe designed to give your child's growing feet the support they need every day. And for a lot less than you'd expect. SmartFit, only at Payless, where smart moms go for kids' shoes.
You're about to see a toothbrush do something rather unusual. The Colgate Navigator. It bends wide open, so its bristles gently adjust to your teeth for a thorough clean. The Colgate Navigator. Bent on cleaning better. Hold in a dozen directions.
Mom, don't forget practice is at 5.
Oh, did you get the car to the shop today?
Mom, I've got to study for my math test.
I have to find a sitter for the weekend.
So what's for dinner?
Pull it all together with Manwich.
When your eyes feel dry, gritty, irritated, protect them with Refresh brand eye drops. First, Refresh relieves dryness. Then Refresh forms a lasting shield of protection that keeps irritation out and moisture in. Refresh. It relieves and protects.
I prefer using natural ingredients. That's why I take Beano. Beano helps prevent gas from problem foods with a natural food enzyme. It's not a drug. So if you prefer a more natural approach, prevent gas with Beano.
It hit me when my wife got pregnant. Just knowing that my son was on the way inspired me to lose weight and get healthy. I tried all these different things and nothing was working. I thought I was doomed. Then I saw a Slim Fast commercial and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. I found a whole new reason for living. I'm real high energy now. I drink Slim Fast every day. The shakes really satisfy me. There's about a gazillion vitamins and minerals and healthy stuff. It's just great. It's a wonderful thing.
Slim Fast. Every day. Get healthy.
You really can do it.
Grammys 2001 is coming to CBS tonight. Madonna's kicking off the show with a live performance you'll have to see to believe. Plus, NSYNC, Destiny's Child, Paul Simon, Faith Hill, and U2. And that's just the first hour. It's the show where anything can happen.
Nobody is looking at me.
And always does. The musical event of the year. Don't miss Grammys 2001, CBS tonight.
The future is here.
Have you been drinking?
For me?
That's exactly who I'm talking to, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Watching this would be like looking into a Ouija board.
Okay.
He doesn't know what time it was because he was drunk.
Judge Judy. Today at 3 on CBS 2.
At Verizon, we're here to help you live life your way. That's why we created the Big Deal package. To help you be right in the thick of things. Tune out the world sometimes. Or simply keep in touch with everyone. The Big Deal makes it easier. So call to sign up now and you can save big.
The Big Deal is designed to help you live your life with everything you need all in one package, all at a savings of over 50%. It's all our most popular services like caller ID, call waiting, and three-way calling, all on one bill for a great rate. Have some of these services? You can still save. Get the Big Deal now and qualify for other special offers like low rates for long distance, internet service, and voicemail too. So call 1-888-595-2307 today. The sooner you call, the sooner you'll save.
The Big Deal. Whatever you want, whatever you need. All at a price that's just right.
Live Teen Grammy coverage tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News.
That's Life. Saturdays on CBS. It's all here.
What's all this?
Well, it's everything that proves that I am the rightful owner of Flashdance. All I need is your John Hancock so the horse can be released to me.
You know, it's funny, but every time I turn around, somebody else is laying claim to this horse.
Someone else like who?
Well, Craig Montgomery, for one. He even offered Holden a large cash reward to return the horse to his rightful owner.
Well, how much more rightful can I be? I mean, look, these papers are just notarized, stamped, everything.
Yeah? Yep. Well, everything sure looks legit, but, you and I both know each other better than that, don't we, Carly?
What do you mean by that, Hal?
Well, how can I be sure you're not here to pick up the horse for Craig?
And why would I do something that completely insane?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. He's been keeping you. He's been giving you a place to live. He's been paying your way, and who knows what else.
What are you getting at, Hal?
Your tendency to withhold the truth when it could land you in some very deep horse dip. Who knows? Maybe you and Craig have been in this from the very beginning, ever since Hong Kong.
Have you lost your mind? Look at the papers, Hal. My name and my name only is on these papers.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how this all worked out so well for you. Must have been some kind of wife to inherit an animal like this worth millions. Your hubby must have been very fond of you.
My hubby kidnapped me, Hal, and held me hostage.
Yeah, we've heard all that part. How about the rest of the story? Why don't you share that with us? What did you have to do to inherit Winston Lowe's multi-million-dollar fortune? How far were you willing to go,
All right,
Carly?
Hal, that's enough. No more. Back off. I don't think you appreciate how substantial a sum we're talking about here.
And I don't think you appreciate how substantial an amount I could provide you with the simple stroke of a pen. So what'll it be? 6, 7 figures? What?
Neither.
Turned down twice in 2 days.
Now, Barbara, I can make up for the former, but I cannot accept this other offer.
I don't see why not.
I can fix my own problems myself. Barbara, I want you to concentrate on getting your own personal life in order. And why are you smiling at me like that?
Because I know exactly how you can repay me for neglecting me on Valentine's Day and help me to execute the mechanics of my divorce.
How?
By accompanying me down to the Dominican Republic. We can forget about our worries, get to know each other better. What say you?
Oh, I'd say I'd love to. But I have to refuse that offer, too.
Well, as much as I would love to speak to Craig on your behalf, we're not on speaking terms right now.
Fired again? You're not very good at keeping a job, are you? Or perhaps you think you're safer with me behind bars.
Of course not. What would make you say something like that?
Go to Craig, and you tell him that his latest girlfriend's husband is putting quite a lot of pressure on me to come clean. He's typed up a statement blaming Craig for everything. And all I have to do is sign it.
When you say everything, can you define that exactly?
Trust me, you don't want to know. Now you find him, and you tell him to cough up my bail money if he knows what's good for him. Because it's his neck, and it's yours.
And if I can't?
Well, you better pray you can convince him that he can. Because if I go down for this, I assure you, I am not going alone. There's room enough for 3 in here.
Thank you so much for seeing me on such short notice. I was afraid you might not be able to squeeze me in.
Well, Dr. Dixon mentioned you might be coming by, so when your husband called, I thought...
And you heard the whole maudlin, heartbreaking story. You figured you just had to make time.
Why don't you tell me the story, from your point of view?
Let's see, where should I begin? I forget things that I should remember, and I remember things that I need to forget. I can't eat, I can't sleep. When I do sleep, I wake up exhausted from the nightmares.
Are the nightmares about a lot of different things, or is there a theme that tends to recur?
They're always the same. When I close my eyes, I can hear him.
Who can you hear?
My baby. I hear him crying, and I'm trying to find him because I want to take care of him. But I can't, and I'm fighting to get to him because I know how much he needs me, and then I wake up. Sometimes the dreams are so real that I spend the next couple of hours in tears, remembering I don't have a baby anymore.
Dr. Dixon told me about your loss. I'm so sorry.
So am I. I'm so sorry, and I'm sick and tired of being sorry. I want to be the woman I used to be.
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't remember. I used to be strong, I think, and fun and loving, a good wife. But between losing my baby and losing my husband, I feel like my heart is shredding 24 hours a day.
You feel you're losing your husband. Why?
You look at me. Why should he stay?
Is he aware that you're afraid of losing him? Have you discussed this?
I am tired of asking for sympathy. I'm tired of feeling weak, so no. No, I haven't discussed this with him. I can't tell him about this.
Why not? I mean, obviously he cares about you.
Yeah. Yeah, he cares. He cares a lot. He cares that we lost the baby. He cares that I am losing my mind. But I don't think that love plays a part in the equation anymore.
How does that make you feel?
Feel? I don't know how I feel anymore. I should be crying by now, shouldn't I? If I can't feel anything, then there's no hope for me, is there?
Parents, you can't protect your kids from the world. Of the nearly 20 million children under 5, about 1,400 contracted pneumococcal meningitis last year. That's 7 out of every 100,000. Many of these children suffered permanent hearing loss and paralysis. But there is an important vaccine called Prevnar for infants and toddlers that can help prevent this and other serious diseases caused by the pneumococcus bacteria. Prevnar does not protect 100% of children vaccinated against pneumococcal types not contained in the vaccine or against other causes of meningitis. The vaccine should not be used in children who have severe or moderate illness with fever, have bleeding disorders, or are allergic to latex or any vaccine component. In clinical trials, the most common side effects were injection site reactions, fever, irritability, drowsiness, restless sleep, and decreased appetite. Ask your child's doctor about Prevnar. Do it today.
Garden soup at Toscana is warm the Italian way, hot, homemade, and full of fresh everything. And they're so generous, too. They give you all you want with their unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks lunch. Warms me up just talking about it. Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Hey, Coach, you just won the championship. What now?
Kmart Dollar Days. I need laundry detergent. I mean, look at these uniforms.
It's Kmart Dollar Days, and it's your chance to save on what your family needs most. There are hundreds of items from $1 to $10, plus great Dollar Day values throughout the store. Kmart Dollar Days. Easy to shop, easy to save. Way to go, Coach. What do you need? Kmart Dollar Days and Saturdays.
My Rocky loves me, hates a sensitive stomach. So every day I feed him New Science Diet Sensitive Stomach. It has rice and natural oat fiber, and it's easy to digest. How do I know? I'm also his vet. New Science Diet Sensitive Stomach.
There's no other bar quite like it. The white stripes are a moisturizing cleanser. The pink stripes have a nourishing lotion with vitamin E. They work together to create Dove Nutrium. It nourishes your skin to a healthy, radiant glow.
Thursday on the highest-rated show, the castaways reach the breaking point.
Don't put your finger in my face.
All new Survivor. Then a Vegas showgirl murdered.
See anything you like?
The clues are everywhere. Can you solve the crime?
I got the DNA to prove it.
CSI, Survivor, 2 shows sweeping the nation. CBS Thursday. From the team who brought you Erin Brockovich,
You count on people to be too scared to stand up, but you know what? You counted wrong.
Kate Brasher. Series premieres CBS Saturday after That's Life.
I'm sorry. I will do anything. Please,
You want
please.
to do anything? All right. I want you to disappear. I'm going to do my time at the Java Underground, and by the time I get back in a few hours, I want you gone.
You want me gone?
Yes! Out of my life. Out of this garage. Gone. I want you to take every single thing that belongs to you. All right? And don't drop by to pick up some jacket that you conveniently forgot. Don't call to retrieve a book or lipstick or some sick plant you have to nurse back to health.
You don't mean that.
Because I don't want to see a trace of you again.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that.
Do you want to find out how much I don't mean it?
Simon, you can't take me out. Listen to me. Hallowell is watching. He will deport you or worse.
Wrong again, Katie. Because the worst has already happened.
Wait, don't you care about me? Don't you care about me at all? I'm going to be thrown in jail for my part in this phony marriage. I'm going to get fined thousands of dollars because I helped you out.
Well, look at it this way. At least the little one won't be born behind bars.
Simon, don't do this, please.
Just be gone by the time I get back, or you'll wish you were.
Simon, please, don't go, please. Please don't leave me. Simon, don't leave me, please.
Would you say that you feel differently about your husband since losing the baby?
I love him. I've always loved Jack.
But you have a strong sense of being unable to share your feelings with him.
I'm afraid my husband has fallen in love with another woman.
Do you have proof of this, or is it more like an intuition that there's someone else in his life?
Well, it's not just some vague feeling. I mean, she's been in his life for a long time. He was engaged to her once.
So you know her?
Yeah, she's unavoidable, inevitable. It's like there's death, taxes, and her.
What do you imagine would happen if you tried to talk to your husband about her?
Well, I think that he would tell me that I'm imagining things, and then he would keep more secrets to keep me from worrying, which would just increase my worries and my inability to sleep and my insecurities. And that is a surefire way to make sure that he is sick and tired of his clinging wife. And then, before you know it, I'd have driven him away for good.
Well, here's what we are going to do first. You need to get some rest. And we need to break this pattern that you are in.
What's that?
This is a prescription for some sleeping medication.
Pills?
Just a very low dosage. I'm going to keep you on it for a week. I want you to take these at the same time every night, then maybe some mild exercise in the mornings. Just nothing strenuous, a 30-minute walk. Call me if you still have trouble sleeping. And come and see me next week.
Thank you, Doctor.
And you might consider...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Perfectly okay.
so
I've got
clumsy.
it. I've got it. No problem.
Let me just help you with these.
Oh. It's fine. No harm done. No harm done.
All right. Well, you've been so kind.
Well, you get some rest and come and see me next week. Think about what you want. We'll talk. Is this a good time for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, it's fine.
Great. There you go.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I know why you take Dale, but if you keep badgering Carly and taking cheap shots at her,
No, Hal. Your opinions don't really matter to me. All I care about is what is legal and what is mine. That horse happens to be both, and I want him released to me.
He is part of an ongoing criminal investigation.
An investigation that has been going on for months, Hal, and you haven't got squat. That's not my fault.
Horse doesn't go anywhere until I say so.
Fine. We'll see what my lawyer has to say about that.
You threatening me?
All right, guys, why don't we back into our neutral corners, because we're drawing a little bit of attention here.
You want to play hardball with me? You go ahead. You get a lawyer who drags me into court and messes up my last chance to save my wife from a man who's out to hurt her 100 different ways. You do that. And we'll see what happens the next time we go into court over custody. Yeah. You try me.
Though dewdrops fall, there's no reason to fear, because magical rash prevention is here. Huggies Supreme Diapers. Huggies Supreme let air flow through to help keep skin dry and help prevent rash caused by wetness. For little creatures everywhere, it's Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
Van de Kamp's fillets. That's it. Hey, that's new. Marinated shrimp. Oh. Tenders. I love tenders.
The irresistible taste of Van de Kamp seafood makes it easy to love again and again and again. Van de Kamp's, the fish and shrimp you can't resist.
The sleepy chamomile, the unassuming aloe, the modest ginseng.
Yeah, right. If you thought botanicals were quiet, think again. Natural Instincts hair color energizes and enlivens your color, yet actually leaves your hair looking healthier and shinier than before. So your color really comes to life. Who made botanicals so exciting? Natural Instincts from Clairol. And you thought chamomile put you to sleep. The world just picked its #1 anti-wrinkle cream, Nivea Visage Q10 Wrinkle Control, with your skin's own anti-aging coenzyme Q10.
Wrinkles, out of here. Arrête le temps. Thank you, Q10.
Only from Nivea.
I'm taking control. I'm taking control.
Ask your doctor if Meridia is right for you, or call 1-888-4-MERIDIA.
I'm taking control. Are you?
Night and day, the calls. Save me this, save me that. I'm a gecko, not Geico. So stop calling me.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So you want to change your name? People confusing you with Geico, calling you at all hours? What name would you like?
Komodo Dragon, please.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The only way Morgan could have a baby
I am your mommy.
was to steal one.
We're going to have a wonderful life together. No.
But what Mommy Dearest does next
I told you to be quiet.
is everything.
If you cause me any trouble, you will regret it.
This week
Nobody is going to interfere with my family.
on The Bold and the Beautiful.
Okay, it's just a shock to his system. No Lily, no baby. But he has me. Simon, you will always have me. Okay, this is just a new beginning. It's gonna be great. He needs me now more than ever. He needs you now more than ever. Okay? I'm not going anywhere.
I wore a wire, remember? I put my life on the line for you. I know what you want me to do, Hal, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to lie for you. You cannot ask me to perjure myself and then threaten to take my son away when I say I won't do it.
I know for a fact a capital felony has been committed at the very least. And if you won't help me...
You'll what, Hal? You'll what?
Is this what you wanted? An audience? Not here. Okay? Not here, not this, not now.
Now you're giving me orders?
Come on, Carly, let's go.
You're freaking out about losing Barbara, and you want to see Craig twist in the wind. That's just fine. You do whatever you feel you have to do. But you will not use me or my son to do your dirty work, and I'll tell you something. It will be a very cold day in hell before anybody takes my child away from me again.
No, I am not going to take your child away, Carly. The state of Illinois will. And you see, Craig doesn't have the resources anymore to hire a dream team of lawyers. He doesn't even have enough to bribe a judge. And pretty soon, you won't even be able to count on a place to live.
And what about your life, Hal? Why don't you hold up a mirror, huh? What, are you living in a flop house?
It's a boarding house.
Oh, well, excuse me, Hal. A boarding house. You can barely take care of yourself. How could you possibly take care of an innocent child?
I take good care of my kids.
You did. When you had a home, a stable family life. What are you going to do with him now when you have to work? Are you going to pass him off to Grady or Shanks? You're going to use an empty cell as some sort of playroom until one of the kids from your broken home can come and look after him?
If it wasn't for my generosity, you would have nothing to do with Parker. You remember that when you make your next move.
You okay?
No. No, I am not okay. He's gonna do it, Jack. He will do whatever he has to do to keep me away from Parker.
Hal's just in a bad place right now, okay? He'll calm down.
He wants to take my son from me, Jack. There has to be a way we can stop him. Yeah. We'll get to talking.
Where are you going?
Somewhere where I don't feel quite so foolish.
Are you insulted? I didn't mean to insult you.
Oh, you meant to compliment me when you turned down my offer for us to run away together?
Listen, Barbara, you know as well as I do, as soon as Hal finds out that you and I are down dallying on a beach in the DR, he will make as much trouble for both of us as he can.
Once the divorce papers are signed, there's nothing he can do.
Technically. Anyway, I can't leave right now. My business is just too volatile. Speak of the devil.
Good morning. I hate to interrupt.
Henry, I don't have time for this.
Well, you better make time, Craig.
I assume this has something to do with your pressing business situation?
It better be. I hate to cut this short.
It's quite all right. I have a parent-teacher conference for Will today.
Yeah.
I will talk to you soon.
Yes, soon. And soon we will both be free and clear. All right, Henry, be succinct.
My pleasure. Your friend Maylin is going kamikaze. She asked me to pass along a message to you. Either you bail her out of jail with all deliberate speed, or she will, I quote, tell them everything.
Everything?
She implied you'd understand.
Is that all?
Not quite. I also heard Lieutenant Munson threaten Carly Tenney. He said if she couldn't find something that they could pin on you, she would lose the visitation rights to their kid.
Thanks for coming down, Henry. I have a few obstacles to get rid of, once and for all.
Introducing the only air freshener that's a gel and spray, all in one. New Glade Duet. When an ordinary spray won't do it, Duet. When a plain old gel won't do it, Duet. New Glade Duet. It's a gel for continuous freshness and a spray for a burst of fragrance, all in one. So when nothing else will do it, Duet. The only one that's 2-in-1. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
After reviewing the standards file, what?
How's it going, Mom?
Your mom hasn't studied in a long time.
Mom, do you want anything?
Not now, honey.
It's more than just that great peanut taste. Choosing Jif is a small, simple way of letting someone know you care.
I thought in case you needed a break or something.
You made that for me?
Finally, you have a choice for fiber, clinically proven to be as effective as Metamucil. Now there's chewable fiber choice. Just 2 tablets a day. With no spoon, no powder, no water, no glass. Call now for your free sample. Fiber choice. Now there's a real choice.
Try it both ways. Most dancers are afraid of losing a step. After I had my stroke, I was afraid I'd never dance again. Now I take bare aspirin every day, like my doctor said, to help prevent another stroke.
Aspirin is not appropriate for everyone, so be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
And when my body is sore, I take extra.
Reach the breaking point.